One of the most embarrassment moments in my life happened while I was learning English. I came to class one Friday at the end of the semester. I didn't know it was going to be a final test to pass to the next class. The test was to write a full sentence on a piece of paper, and when the teacher calls your name, you have to recite the sentence to her in front of the class. The first student was a Chinese woman. She wrote, "I like to learn English because I want to start my own business." She was very nervous and her voice a little shaky, but it was good. The second student was a Mexican chef who was working for a hotel in Santa Monica. He wanted to learn English to open his own restaurant. He wrote, "My chicken is big, clean and has a professional stove." We smiled a little. It was more of a nervous reaction. The teacher corrected his mistake and she said, "You mean my kitchen is big, clean and has a professional stove, right?" The teacher asked who wanted to be next. While looking at me, I had nothing on the paper, but I raised my hand. Sometimes it's better to jump into the water if we want to learn to swim. So what was I going to do? Improvise. I stood up and walked to the front of the room where the teacher was waiting for the next victim. That is how I felt, because when you learn something new and you are to be exposed in front of the whole class full of strangers, a few steps seem very, very, very long. I was so secure of myself that I was ready to deliver my sentence as if I was accepting a Nobel Prize or an Oscar. "Teacher, you have the most beautiful tits I have ever seen." The commotion and laughter that came as I finished the last word was loud. Some students were almost in tears from laughing so hard, and others spilled their drinks. If I ever felt proud to have this amazing teacher and felt so stupid at the same time, was that night. She was so calm and even thought she giggled a little. She just watched my fire-red face melting of shame, but she said, "Do you mean teeth?" I was frozen and embarrassed. The teacher said, "Let us try it again, shall we?" I delivered my sentence in a humble manner as somebody who is learning to talk for the first time. After class, my male classmates called me a dog. The girls covered their blouses with their arms and told me that a gentleman never tells. 24 years later, this moment still haunts me and makes me laugh.